This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. It is Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. I'm John. And I'm Mary. We are your smart friends on the go. Let's dive right in.
Today, for the Gist View, we are looking at East Asia. Birth rates there have completely collapsed. They are at levels we have never seen in history.
And this is happening despite massive government subsidies paying people to have kids.
Right, the economics blog Marginal Revolution points out something fascinating. This plunge is not people rejecting traditional values. It is actually a direct result of those values colliding with the modern knowledge economy.
Exactly. In the old days, the traditional imperial examination system rewarded families who had lots of sons. More sons meant more chances to pass the test and get a lucrative government post. It was a numbers game.
But today's economy changed the rules. It is now a single, brutal academic tournament. Spreading your money across 3 or 4 kids guarantees they all lose.
So parents are pouring all their wealth and energy into just one child, or maybe 2. Kids have become immense capital sinks. They absorb all a family's resources.
It is an arms race. If everyone else is hiring private tutors, you have to do the same. The cultural drive to win this status game completely overpowers any government check.
The irony is rich. The drive for family success used to mean having a big family. Now it means having the smallest family possible.
Who benefits? The multi-billion-dollar private tutoring industry. Who loses? The state, which is facing a massive demographic cliff.
Let's pivot to the global overview. Speaking of spending massive amounts of money to win a race, let's talk about artificial intelligence.
NVIDIA just dropped $5 billion into Safe Superintelligence. That is an artificial intelligence startup led by Open Artificial Intelligence co-founder Ilya Sutskever.
$5 billion is a huge number. The Financial Times reports this cash will let the startup increase its computing power tenfold in just 12 months.
And they are buying NVIDIA's new Vera Rubin chips to do it. Let's pause and look at the money flow here.
It's a classic circular financing loop. NVIDIA invests in a startup, the startup turns around and hands that money right back to NVIDIA to buy their hardware.
It's like a baker giving someone a loan with the strict condition they only buy his bread. The wider market is starting to discipline big tech's massive artificial intelligence spending, but these circular deals inflate demand. It makes the chip market look even hotter than it naturally is.
Meanwhile, in the physical world, Japan is moving money to protect its energy. Tokyo is backing Japanese companies to build pipelines in the Middle East.
Why build pipelines in someone else's backyard? To bypass the Strait of Hormuz. That narrow ocean waterway is a massive choke point for global oil.
Japan gets it. If maritime shipping gets disrupted, Japan's economy freezes. By building pipes across land, they create a safe alternate route for their oil and gas.
This is power analysis 101. Whoever controls the route controls the resource. Japan is buying peace of mind. They are reducing their deep reliance on a highly vulnerable ocean bottleneck.
Turning to the European perspective, Europe is burning. Extreme wildfires are forcing 300,000 people to flee across France and Spain.
Deutsche Welle reports national emergency services are completely overwhelmed. The sheer scale of the fires exposes a severe lack of local state capacity.
So they called in RESC European Union. That is the European Union's shared reserve of disaster equipment and planes.
But here is the problem with centralised reserves. Politico notes that if every country is short on planes, pooling those shortages doesn't magically create a surplus. Brussels admits they simply do not have enough gear.
This physical volatility is hitting the economy in unexpected ways. Le Monde notes that cultural events and summer festivals are facing a financial crisis. They are absorbing massive, hidden costs for climate adaptation and insurance.
Next up, the European Union is making a very telling choice in Ireland. Officials are refusing to sanction the Organish alumina factory.
That factory is owned by Rusal. Rusal is a giant Russian metals company. Critics point out this facility ultimately supplies Russian weapons manufacturing.
So why won't the European Union sanction it? Because Europe needs the aluminum. European Union smelters rely on that raw material for their own defence and automotive sectors.
It is a stark reminder. When push comes to shove, supply chain realities override geopolitical tough talk. The European Union literally cannot afford to cut this Russian tie. Resources flow where the industrial need is highest.
Finally, let's look at Germany. There was a tragic attack at Berlin's CSD. That stands for Christopher Street Day, which is the massive European LGBTQ+ pride celebration.
1 person died and 29 were injured. Now, German politician Alexander Dobrindt is demanding new powers for preventative detention. He is a minister from the CSU, a major conservative political party in Germany.
The network ZDF reports that the LKA, the German state criminal police, actually had video footage of the suspect just an hour before the attack.
And this is where the power dynamic shifts. The state failed to stop the attack, even with surveillance. So what do? They ask for more legal power.
Exactly. When operational security fails, governments rarely admit fault. Instead, they demand expanded authority to lock people up before a crime even happens. It masks their failure and increases state power at the exact same time.
That brings us to the end of today's show. Taking the temperature of the day, it is a world defined by choke points. From East Asian parents hoarding tutoring money, to Japan dodging ocean bottlenecks, to the European Union quietly protecting Russian metal. The world isn't flat. It is a series of very expensive toll booths.
Well said. Thanks for starting your Tuesday with us.
If you found today's episode useful and like having us as your smart friends on the go, we'd love for you to get the gist for free every single day.
It's the easiest way to stay ahead of the curve. Just tap the subscribe link right there in your show notes. Have a great day, everyone.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.